Alrighty, I have returned. I know you're thrilled. I am. So, trying to decide what to do today, and let me adjust my light here a little bit. It's in my eyes. I rewatched a video, a 10-year-old video from Will Terrell on YouTube, and I'll link to this video in the description. But if you want to look it up on his channel, it's called How to Draw from Reference. And he goes through a process where he draws a shark. And first he draws from photos to learn what does a shark really look like. Then he also draws from other artists' representations of sharks to learn, okay, what did they focus in on to make their characters of sharks, who aren't necessarily totally realistic, look like a shark? Like, what is the sharkiest part of a shark? So I thought today I would just redraw some of the things I've already drawn to get myself more familiar with these urban wildlife characters that I'm trying to draw. And just draw them from different angles and whatnot. I think I'll stick to photos for now. But what I also did is I looked up the difference, because so this is supposed to be my coyote. To me, it looks very fox-like. So I looked up what are the differences between foxes, coyotes, and wolves. And on wildlife.ca.gov, it says foxes are smaller than coyotes and have smaller, more pointed snouts. But it also says identifying coyote pups can be challenging because they can look like baby foxes called kits. It says they are usually larger than fox kits and have larger, more rounded snouts. So if the Department of Fish and Wildlife thinks it can be challenging to tell the difference between foxes and coyotes, at least when they're babies, then I'm not alone in recognizing that there's similarities. So I think part of it, maybe I really wanted this pointy snout, but maybe what I need, okay, let's start the timer since I'm going to start drawing. What I need to do is, maybe it needs to be slightly more rounded, slightly. I think I can just take that little point off of it, and that's probably enough. And I was also looking at the way some other artists draw really simplified, kind of cartoony animals, and they have nice big ears. Yeah, think Wile E. Coyote, he's got huge ears. I don't know. Okay, move back and look at pictures of coyotes. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to also sketch out this one since it's a nice profile and I can really see the shape of the head and the muzzle and everything else. Yeah, but I was looking at some illustrators that I really like and just seeing how simple they make the legs of animals. I mean, they're just like little hot dogs, like so, and I really like that. So I have to keep that in mind. All right, so let's just draw another coyote right down here under this guy. I'm going to just double check and make sure my video is recording. Yeah, it's recording. Okay. Okay. And body is sort of rectangular, you know, but rounded. And that neck is pretty, I think there's a lot of loose skin and fur there, but that neck is nearly as thick as, I'm just going to show it again. That neck is nearly as thick as that body, you know? Okay. And I really want to simplify, but at the same time, if you watch that, oh, well, that kind of works. That's a start with simplification, right? Okay, I'll take that. It's a little far forward, but that's okay. I don't really even want to draw paws. I just want to draw what was I going to say? The Will Terrell? I don't know, honestly, I don't know how he pronounces his name. But yeah, he draws his first drawings quite realistic. You know, really just trying to learn, what does his animal really look like? Because I can draw a picture of a cute child pretty easily. Without too much thought, I guess, because I've drawn lots of cute kids. I have not drawn lots of coyotes, and in fact, probably until a few days ago, maybe I had not drawn any coyotes. I just feel like these legs, I guess I'm not sure if am I trying to draw realistically still, or am I trying to simplify at this point? Maybe I need to really play up the lankiness. The neck is not terribly long though, and then the head kind of. Are we turning into a greyhound? What's happening here? Okay, I feel like the face has potential. It took me a long time drawing dogs to realize that their lower jaw is really doesn't have a lot of depth to it. It's not like a chin on a person. Tomorrow's Halloween. Maybe I'll take a break from urban wildlife tomorrow and we can draw some Halloween themed things. You know what? I think I like the positioning there. The back a little bit better. I know there's a whole school of thought that says don't erase, but I think maybe part of the difference between a fox and a coyote is just going to be color and indicating the size relative to what's around them. I do think the fox tends to have a more pointy snout, so that's something. All right, that's looking coyote-ish. We're getting there. And I think just these hints of fur texture are probably the way to go for me. Still not entirely convinced about the best way to draw these feet. That's not terrible. I think the head down. I think the shape of the, yeah. Let's see if I can find a coyote in. Let me save this one. And let's find, okay, let's draw a coyote in this position. That one doesn't want to let me save it. Let's see if I go back, can I save it to my, okay, I can save it to my favorites. Okay. All right, let's do this. It might help me draw the legs since they're relatively straight here. This guy's not terrible. Still not, I don't know. I guess it's not bad, and maybe it's close to being able to live in the same world that this fox is in. This also would have looked better, I think, if I had done this with the edge of the fur a little bit. I mean, Ella looks a little bit like somebody put frosting on him, but that's okay. Alrighty, yeah. All right. So let's turn the page. Or, yeah, let's turn the page. And let's draw this other position. Maybe I should share, you know what? I could do that. I could share, rather than trying to edit my video, I could share links to the images that I use. Let me go back. I saved this guy. So let me go back over. Oh, I drew from that. Was it that guy? Oh, this was this guy. Oh, that's right. Duh. Okay, I'm going to save that. So I'll put links to those two in the description. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That'll work. Okay. And there we go. Yeah, that's what I'll start doing. I'll just start putting links to the reference photos I'm using. And then anybody who wants to draw along can look at the same images. All right. All right, so we've got some foreshortening going on here. There goes my dog. So there's a little downward slope on the top of that muzzle. A little bigger, a little more rounded than a fox. Not quite sure how to approach the eyes. I don't want them to look too intimidating, but they do have, that slyness about them. Or dare I say, a wiliness. Haha. Okay, those legs are not long enough for the size of that head, which I think is actually too big relative to, that body's going to need to come down further for the size of that head. Okay, it's a little bit better. Oh, now it looks like a dragon. That's not what I wanted. And let's see, so it's about halfway. No, it's not bad. Those ears are key though. Okay. Now you look like a jackal. I know that's a relative, but I don't want to draw your cousin. I want to draw you. Ears aren't too pointy, but they are definitely triangles. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, it's not too bad. The eyes aren't quite right though. I don't know. I'll come back to the eyes. Let's focus on the bigger picture here. All right, leg length relative. It's so basically from here to the eyes. Oh, I gotta go way down here. Okay. Didn't really want to draw paws, but I don't seem to be able to avoid it. I was drawing those little lines for to show contour, but it looks like stripes, which then makes it look like a hyena or something. Okay. The legs are just killing me. I don't know how to get to the simplified place that I want without them looking just awkward. There is a curve, so maybe that's my problem. Maybe I need to embrace the fact that there is a curve. Okay, I think those back legs that were a little too long. I'm not gonna get away with that. I'm just not happy with this at all. Face is looking okay, eyes looking okay, tail's looking okay, legs terrible. Sorry for bumping the microphone. Okay, let's just make a legless coyote for a minute here. And I'm just gonna okay, maybe this is the point at which I need to look at the way other people draw coyotes. Of course, Wile E. Coyote, he's up on 2 feet, 2 legs. Kind of like that it's extra skinny. It's not necessarily an accurate representation. Looks a little weird. A lot weird. Very weird. Super weird. He's got chicken legs. They're very noodly. Yeah, they seem too noodly to belong to this body. And I don't want them to get all angular. Yeah, let's see how that's going to work at all. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. I'm erasing this llama coyote because I just do not want to commit this to memory. As far as I'm concerned, that didn't happen. Now it looks like a deer. A little too fluffy. Okay, actually, I don't despise this. Just really, really simple legs, but I had to simplify the rest of it more. And I think the little furry things need to be a little closer together and more jagged so it doesn't, doesn't look like a soft, fluffy thing. It kind of looks like he's wearing sheep's clothing. Okay, oh, I like his little tuft right there on his head. That works for him, I think. All right, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. I like to put a little star next to things where I'm like, okay, we're on the right path. All right, I'm gonna have to practice some more. But I have spent a lot of time accomplishing very little, I feel, but I guess this is an accomplishment because I'm closer to what I wanted. Gotta find those new sharpener blades. I keep saying that. Okay, well, yeah. Let's see, did I save this one? Oh, I did. Okay. I want to make sure. Let's see. That coyote. Yeah, I'm gonna practice some more. He's still got kind of a llama thing going on here. Doesn't really work for me. I'm just gonna throw a little color on and see what it looks like. Well, okay, there's some things I like about that one, but there's some things I like about this guy too. I think there's something in between these two. This looks like a cross between a deer and a coyote, really. Draw on the island of Dr. Moreau here. Well, it's going to take more practice. That's all I can say. Alrighty, so I put in my half hour here in the sketchbook. Lots more practicing to do to really know how to draw a good coyote and a better raccoon. Although this is close. I like these short little legs here. But I will keep practicing. All right. Thanks for putting up with whatever it is I'm doing here.